Good afternoon. My company, Precise Nutrition, is developing an artificial intelligence-based mobile app that seeks to address people over 40 and competitive athletes who are on blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes medicines to eliminate medication and reach peak performance. We do this by computing individually customized 40 nutrient targets, which enables them to have a perfectly balanced diet. The current problem is that the nutritional focus today is on just one aspect. People try to reduce calories, to reduce weight, but it ends up leaving them fatigued, especially if in an office job. They try to eat healthy and try to increase protein, but that leads to unhealthy effects like increasing cholesterol and blood sugar. Or they go on the latest fad of some latest diet, and that has its own associated side effects like headache and bad breath. So the solution is to start with computing individually customized targets. We do that by identifying their age, sex, height, current weight, blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Then we benchmark where they stand today in terms of the nutrition, in terms of where they are and where they should be. So we find out their nutritional differences in food. And then, over a period of 3 months, we adjust their diet 10% every week, so that where they're deficient, they reach their target, and where they're excess, it slowly comes down. And this is all in compliance with FDA, American Heart Association, and American Diabetes Association guidelines, and this is all 100% based on medical research, based on 300 medical journals that we studied. So why now? Unfortunately, people are getting unhealthier. Every year, 5 million people are added to diabetes. Currently, a patient who has diabetes will spend in the ballparkish of $14,000 on treatment. This can rise to $30,000 a year if you have associated effects like cardiovascular diseases, like blood pressure and cholesterol. But if we catch them slightly earlier in pre-diabetes, the expense comes down to about 1/4 of that. And we can we can get them to be on pre-diabetes and then eventually off medication by 10% of the cost. Americans today, we have about 100 million Americans today who are either pre-diabetic or diabetic. So if you charge them just $1 a day and capture just 5% of this market, we're looking at a revenue of about $6.2 billion a year. Globally, we're looking at about 300 million diabetes patients, including US. So even though if you offer them the service at 75% discount to what US, if you offer them a service to US about $1 a day and capture 5%, we're looking at a revenue of $7.5 billion. And total it comes to about $14 billion in revenue per year. We tested it on patients from 30 to 70 years old, and they saw weight loss about 1 pound a week. It was a very steady, controlled weight loss. In addition, they also lost body fat, about 0.5% body fat a week. We saw their systolic blood pressure drop from medication to medication-free levels, and then they were able to maintain it. The hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker of pre-diabetes and diabetes, dropped about 0.2 per week. So they went from being on insulin to being off insulin. And we also saw a reduction in cholesterol, both cholesterol and LDL cholesterol, to medication-free levels in 3 months. On athletes, this was tested on competitive cyclists, so they were able to reach peak performance. We saw the resting heart rate drop from 85 to 55 in 3 months. We saw their recovery improve 64% in 3 months. And then we also saw their endurance increase significantly. So they were able to maintain 99% of the medical max heart rate for 45 minutes nonstop. So that would give them a huge competitive advantage while they were cycling. Current options, we have diets, we have fitness trackers, and we have calorie trackers. Unfortunately, none tell them what the precise nutrition targets should be. No doctor, nutritionist, or dietitian today in the world can tell you, specifically you, what your nutrient targets needs to be. And then, if you don't even know that, how will you ensure a balanced diet? My background, I have a PhD in precision medicine. My research papers have been published in peer-reviewed medical journals. Number one, I'm recognized by the US government as having extraordinary ability, which is the same category as Nobel Prize. This work has been cited over 100 times. And that's my website, Precise Nutrition, and you can reach out to me. Thank you very much.